family, it's me. I'm back here with another video, okay? The T on NPD and relationships. You know how we do it, family. Before we get started, I'd like to invite you all to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and come follow me as we discover our destinies. Of course, to my new subscribers and new followers, hey family, welcome y'all. And to my tribe and family at large, listen, welcome back. Thank you all so much for visiting my media resource and, of course, finding value in something that I have to say. I appreciate your time, family. And if you like the content that I'm bringing to you, why don't we just simply let the YouTube community know? We can do that by simply hitting that like button. It gives our tribe and our family right here the greatest opportunity to grow. So, you know, I always want to mention our Thursday night live streams. Let's take our healing to another level. That's what Thursday nights are about. It's taking our healing to another level. Actually talking about the things that we don't get to really cover in the actual videos, you know, every day. All right, so I want to see y'all out on the Thursday night live streams. But y'all know what the goal of the day is? At 5 p.m. every Thursday night, Pacific Standard Time. 5 p.m. okay, Pacific Standard Time. The goal of the day is 1.2K. If you rocks with your girl, okay, you know, 1.2K plus. I like to get plus on that if I could. If you like the video, just hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. It's totally up to you. But if you rock with me, hit that thumbs up button, okay? All right, so on to the topic of the video. Let's talk. So the narcissist told you, these birds, oh my goodness. So they told you they hadn't been with anybody in several years, okay? The one that I actually came in contact with, I was in a very serious relationship with, actually told me it had been 3 years since he had been with anyone. Okay, I'm sure y'all gonna identify with this. What I'm doing is I'm pulling out some things that I'm emailed about, statements, and you know, people ask things in different coaching sessions, why do they do this and say that, and I'm like, oh, that is so good, I need to talk about that, you know. But this is one of the hot ones. You know, the narcissist tells you that, and it doesn't matter, male or female, they all lie and tell this. This is a common lie that they tell, that they have not been with anyone. And that means like in a relationship or intimately. But you know, this is more geared towards the intimacy, you know, that part. They'll tell you they haven't been with anyone in several years, okay? Several years. Now, there's a few different reasons they tell this lie. Now, let me put a caveat here. Now, does that mean that everyone that says that is a narcissist? No, absolutely not. Okay, because you have people out there that are practicing abstinence, okay, and celibacy. But see, with the narcissist, this is where it gets to be crazy with them, because remember, you gotta inspect the fruit. Remember that? We gotta be fruit inspectors. They'll tell you this crazy lie right here, but then all over you on the first date, okay? Want to sleep with you on the first date. This is a clear indication that they are lying to you. Perhaps the second date, perhaps the third date, they are all over you, unless it's probably like a cerebral narcissist. Cerebrals will kind of fall back a little bit. But the somatics, and they vacillate. Some, you know, they vacillate between cerebral and somatic. But yeah, these clowns will tell you that lie. This is a very common lie that they tell. They say that because they want to gain your trust, okay? They want to gain your trust. They want to appear as a person. And another reason is they want to appear as someone that is very responsible, okay? All right? And they want to appear as someone that is very selective. All right. So this is what you have to understand. So those three reasons, they want you to think that they're discerning of people. Okay, they are very responsible, and they want you to trust them. These are, now there are more reasons, but those are like the three top reasons that I could, you know, really think that they are actually doing this. Because see, they got to be able to gain your trust. They need to take the walls down. Some of you didn't even have any walls. Some of you didn't have any boundaries or anything. Hello, let me raise my hand because I was the number one person at the line, in the front of the line with that. No boundaries, okay? No boundaries. And if I did have some, they were very poor. That's not me today, but that was me back then. Now I have conditions, okay? Excuse me. So now you have these, okay, so this is what they tell you. And so the next thing you know, you're like, what? That's so good. You haven't been with anybody and this and that. And they're like, yeah, so you ask them the question, well, what have you been doing for, to meet your needs or whatever? Now, mind you, I'm giving y'all stuff to look at. Excuse me, if it's not a person that is a religious narc, which they will lie and say, I just been reading the word, I've been fasting and praying or whatever. The one I was with was saying that all he did was jog and eat ice. This is what he said, y'all. Said that that's all he did was jog and eat ice. He done ate a lot of ice, okay? And I was like, oh, and I actually believed it. I thought he was really for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the hottest lie out of hell. It was the hottest lie out of hell. And not only, and you know what? They're so good at telling this lie. They're so good at telling this lie because they tell it all the time. The supplies that they are with, okay? Listen, y'all. The supplies that they are with, they usually the ones that they're picking up, they pretty much tell them the same lie over and over again. Okay, especially when they're trying to get new supply. When they're trying to get new supply, they tell the new supply. They tell them all of them tell that same lie. Okay, they will tell you they haven't been with anybody in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. They'll tell you all that kind of craziness. Now, is it true? No, but they want you to trust them. They want you to think that they're very selective. They want you to think that they're discerning, and they're none of that. Family, they are none of that. They are actually the opposite of all of that. They're actually the opposite of all of that. So what you're left with is you're left to kind of figure out what's going on here. And most of you didn't dig into the situation to kind of, judge the fruit to see, okay, well, this person is probably not telling the truth because, I see some of the text messages that they're sending, and the text messages are kind of, seductive and things like that. First of all, what you need to understand is that if people have abstained that long and they are truly doing it for the correct reason, for spiritual reasons, they're not going to have seductive conversations with you. They're not going to do the heavy breathing in the phone and all of this kind of stuff. They're not going to do all of that. Now, see, most of you weren't paying attention to that. Okay, you weren't paying attention. You were just like, oh, well, this is fun. It's romantic. We're just having fun. We're just, having a conversation or whatever. No, these birds came to lock you down, and they had to get you to trust them and make you think that they were like your knight in shining armor, or they were the queen of your life, when it was the hottest lie out of hell. Okay, it really was. And so what you have to do, though, is when you hear a person telling you something like that, the first thing that you need to do is you need to take a step back and assess the conversation. Okay, you need to take a step back and assess the conversation. You need to see, okay, let me just listen. Let me listen to the conversation. Let me hear what they're saying. Family, I need y'all to please hit that like button. Please hit the like button, because you know what? This right here is going to help somebody. It's going to help somebody. And see, what you got to understand is you got to take that step back. You got to be able to examine what they're saying to you, the type of conversations that they're trying to have with you. And that's going to tell you, that's going to speak to whether that statement is true or false. Okay? Don't just let somebody tell you that up front. But this is a very common lie that the narcissist will tell, and it's primarily because they want you to trust them. And then not only that too, it's also too because most of the time, this is a big one too. They don't want to use they'll also tell you that they don't have any diseases, that they've checked out, and everything, that they've gotten all of their all of their tests done. Everything is, they're good to go. They're healthy. They also tell you this lie too, because when they are intimate with you, because they want to do it outside of the confines of marriage. Okay. This is how you know that it's demonic. Okay. And this is how you know that it's the hottest lie ever told. Now, some of y'all may not, and I'm talking this part right here, I'm speaking to my believers, my brothers and sisters that are believers. Now, some of you all may not be believers, and you may still believe, or, you may believe in the premarital sex or whatever. Then that's up to you. But for those of us that are believers, what they want to do also too, is they want to pull you out of, if you're practicing abstinence, they want to seduce you into coming out of that. And then when they seduce you to coming out of that and breaking your abstinence with them, they don't want to use protection. Okay. Narcissists hate using protection. Okay. They don't want to do that. So this is something, these are common things that they do. This is a big lie that they tell. So I want y'all to be aware of what is happening here. There's nothing about this that is normal and natural, especially if they're not walking like disciples close to God, and the conversations that they're having with you are opposite of what they're saying out of their mouths, that they're proclaiming that they're this celibate person, and they're having all of these seductive conversations, and they're undressing you with their eyes. I'm telling you, it's the hottest lie out of hell. These hell-mented frogs come up with some very creative ways, okay, of telling their lies. So listen, family, I wanted to put this out here for y'all. Listen, I want you all to be safe, and y'all be safe out there. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you all on the next video, and I will see you all healed at the top. I love you, family. Shalom. Peace.